Welcome to the Walton Pi. Today we're going to be talking about some limit laws, or ways that we can be able to use certain properties of limits to compute other limits without having to go through the epsilon delta proof every single time. So one of the first ones that we are going to talk about is the law of addition. So if we are adding two functions together inside a limit, that's the same thing as doing the limit of the first function plus the limit of the second function. We can also do subtraction as well, so if we have the limit as x approaches a of f of x minus g of x, that's the same thing as the limit as x goes to a of f of x minus the limit as x goes to a of g of x. Another one is scalar multiplication. So if we have a function multiplied by some constant, then the limit as x approaches a of constant times a function is the same thing as the constant times of the function. There's also the product rule, or the product law. The product rule is something else that we'll talk about later. But the product law says that if you have f of x times g of x, then the limit of f of x times g of x is equal to the limit of f of x times the limit of g of x. We also have the same thing for the quotient law. So if we are dividing functions by each other, then we can just do the limits divided by each other, as long as the limit of the bottom function is not 0. If the denominator function is going to be 0 at that point, or the limit is going to approach 0, then that means that this is not going to hold. So that's the main thing you have to pay attention for with this. And then we have the power law. So the limit as x goes to a of f of x all to the nth power is the same as the nth power of the limit of the function, assuming that n is a positive integer. In other situations it might not hold. We also have the root law. So the limit as x goes to a of the nth root of f of x is the same thing as the nth root of the limit of f of x, again assuming that n is some positive integer. There's also some special limits that are always going to be this. So the limit of a constant is just the constant. The limit of x as x goes to a is just going to be a. And then from the root and power laws, we are then able to see that the limit as x goes to a of x to the n, that's just going to be a to the n. And the limit as x goes to a of the nth root of x, that's just going to be the nth root of a. Again, those are just coming from the power law and the root law. We also have some inequality laws. So if f of x is less than or equal to g of x for all x, then the limit of f of x is going to be less than or equal to the limit of g of x. I hope these were helpful for you. Please check out my next video where I will be going through and using these in examples. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Good luck with the rest of your math, and please like and subscribe if you have not already. Have a great day and good luck with your math.